So like I said, we have a lot of movies that were submitted this time around. We have movies from the foreign and the local scene. So we have a lot of movie makers here that have been able to watch some of the movies. Let's have them on the red carpet. Let them tell us about the movies they have watched. Let them help us rate these movies, whether they actually meet the standard we're looking out for. So it's red carpet time. Let's go there. So I have some wonderful personalities on the red carpet right now. Let's get to meet them one after the other. My name is Sita from Voice of Nigeria. May we officially meet you, sir?
Tony Adebola is my name, and myself and my colleague here filmed Against Creation that was screened, the second film that was screened today. So we just came. This is our first time, and we're looking forward to 5 days of beautiful experience with Eko International Film Festival.
Okay, so what's your name?
OJ. I'm sorry, OJ Nila.
So did you feature in the movie that is showing here now?
No, okay. I co-directed and produced. Yeah.
Okay. So what's the outstanding thing about this movie that you submitted?
Well,
what's the story behind it?
It's a fantastic story. It's a story of progress coming out of Nigeria. Something that is earth-shaking and like a revolutionary product coming out of our country. That's the theme of and that's what we love about the film, and also about the greed of the world wanting to control something that is innovative. That is the summary of the film, and that's what makes it very, very different.
So with the movies you had actually watched inside, how can you rate them? Did they actually measure up with this kind of international film festival that we're having?
I think what I loved about what we have seen now is we've seen 2 films from Africa, including one that OG and I call right now. We call the main character in the film, the John Wick of Mozambique. Exactly. Just the first 3 films we've seen films from 3 different countries. In fact, when I saw the lineup of the films that are shown at this festival, I was very, very impressed. I saw films from China, I saw films from America, I saw films from Africa. It's such a beautiful thing, and it's indeed an international festival.
So what do you think the program of this magnitude can create our country, Nigeria?
Well, look, the world has gone global. Nigeria is something where people look at us and they feel Nollywood, comes out of Nigeria. But actually what Eko International Film Festival is doing now, we're seeing that the film industry is not only limited to Nollywood. I mean, we all know that filmmaking is global, but right now, I mean, when a festival like this comes to your own doorstep, and then we're watching films we're not on Netflix, but we're seeing films from Portugal, we're seeing films from Mozambique. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
So finally, how can you rate our home movies, especially in this digital era?
Look, everything is gradual and graduated. Right now, the film that we saw from Portugal, they not only us do witchcraft. We saw witchcraft now in the film from Portugal.
Yeah.
And at the same time, we saw John Wick of Mozambique from Mozambique, a very, very beautiful action film. And there's ours, the film that OG and I made, is a science fiction, basically, coming out of Nigeria. So, look, I mean, the world is become a long time, because of the internet, a global village. So whether you live in Nigeria, Mozambique, Norway, anywhere you live in, I mean, you post something on Facebook today or on TikTok, somebody in Australia is seeing it the next second, so the world is a global village. So filmmaking has been impacted by that globalization of the world.
Okay, so it will be a back-to-back movie from today till night. What's your expectation like?
My expectation is to see many more beautiful films from different parts of the world, and I'm impressed already. I'm already impressed.
Thank you. So what do you tell people out there that didn't know that something like this is going on here?
Okay, so Eko Film Festival is not just starting, and so it's already building the brand. It's a brand on its own, and I strongly believe that everybody should come around to see.
To be honest, I think we're doing good. I mean, we're not where we used to be. So, I mean, growth, steady, we'll get there.
Okay, so which area do you think should actually be given better attention for a better growth?
Our stories.
Okay. What kind of stories do you think should go more to our movies?
Some individuals don't even know who they are. They don't know where they are. They don't know who being black, being Nigerian, being African is. They don't know where they are. They don't know anything. So I feel like as filmmakers, we can tell more of our stories. I think that would.
So a lot of them actually wish to be like you someday. So what do you tell the upcoming artists that will be hoping to attend this hike someday?
Perseverance. So you have to be very patient, and they just
easy
at all. And I don't think there's anything like being there already. You keep growing and learning, and just striving to be the best at what you do.
So to some of the movies that you have actually seen that were submitted for this program, how can you rate them? Do they really measure up with the standard that we are looking out for?
Yes, so far I think we've only seen one Nigerian, and that's Against Creation. The other is Mozambique. I think Kali, that's the one showing now. They're great.
They are doing well. They are trying. But we need to do better.
Point the areas you think they should do better.
Do better with the stories, especially.
Okay.
Our stories, especially, and our overall work building up the industry.
So, what's your advice to upcoming filmmakers that wish to be like you?
Work hard. Just work hard and be consistent.
So, how long have you been in the movie industry?
It's actually a short time, since 2022.
That's a great one. And you're a producer too?
Yes.
Which movie have you produced?
My most recent movie, Sound of My Heart. I produced it and starred in it.
And you featured yourself?
And I wrote it.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what are your expectations for this year's film festival, Eko Film Festival?
I want to see a lot of great movies and a lot of great filmmakers and a lot of aspiring and upcomers.
Definitely promises to be hot. So I'll see you next inside the movie cinema hall.
All right. Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you.
Echo International Film Festival is one of the festivals that has the highest numbers of entries all over the world. Mr. Hope is somebody who has been in festival circuit for a long time, so he knows how to get entry from all over the world. So sometimes at least I call him surprised that why do you get this kind of number of entries? But I must tell you that I'm not surprised because he's done his own work and he knows how to get to entries for film festival.
Have you been able to see any of the movies that were submitted?
No, not exactly, not yet. But I hope to see some of the movies. That's what I'm here to see. I came with an open mind, just came to enjoy myself.
In this digital era, how can you rate Nigerian movies?
We're growing. We're not where we used to be. Obviously, we're moving fast. We're catching up with the world, and the world is beginning to notice us. Not just because of the numbers, I've got the kind of story, because of the kind of quality I'm doing. So we're catching real fast.
So if you can talk about the area that needed to be improved, what will it be?
I think we need to go back to our original stories, stories that have our traditional and cultural background, stories that made Nollywood what it is, stories that talks about us. We're not nobody else. We're not Americans. We're not any other person. We are we. So Nollywood is us. So we need to go back to that place where we used to be before. Now that we have gotten it right in terms of quality, in terms of class and all that, and kind of acting, I think we need to work more on our stories so that we can resonate with our audience. We're not trying to make a film to try to get kind of validation from Hollywood or from people abroad. We're trying to make a film. We have an audience, so we must keep our audience and our audience quite large.
Okay, finally, what impact do you think social media had actually created to your work?
To my work,
Generally, or the Nollywood generally?
It's created a lot of impact, a lot, because right now the new generation, they are always on their phone, on social media and all that. So basically, almost everything that you do must be on social media in terms of publicity, in terms of promoting, and also in terms of creating awareness. So of course, it has its own downside, but it has helped us a lot, in promoting and taking our trade, our craft, and our industry in Nollywood to globally more than ever before.
Is this your first time of submitting your movie to a Film Festival?
They've submitted, but this is the first.
And so far, rate the movies you had already watched and some of the movies that were submitted.
If I'm to rate it by 100, I think is 105 of 100, because it's an interesting movie that I really want everybody to see.
So what inspired the story of the movies you submitted?
Well, I think it's about the good of humanity. Like I said earlier on, it's good of humanity. How people can do things that people can do just to make sure that they get a better life for themselves. So yeah, again, I won't let the cat out of the bag. People really need to see that movie, Against Creation. It's such an amazing movie.